So people were finally able to go out into the field with something because they couldn't carry. Audubon's book, as we showed, whatever, is huge.
It's ginormous.
It's huge. And so they finally, he made this. I think he went on the trip to count the birds. I think it was after. But so this is like the first field guide that was made. And then he and his friend, I forget the other guy's name, but they went and set like the benchmark. They found several hundred bird species.
Yeah.
And then people were like, oh, we could also do this. Because it was put in a magazine. I think it was Birdin, which is still around. And they did that. And then everybody was like, we should do a big year as well. And so then it became this whole thing. And when I was probably 13, I tried to do one, but it was like a little year. Because I was just on my property.
Fatigued. But then we do have, this is the current one we use. And we do use this to this day, painting birds on Fridays.
Which is tomorrow. So we will be painting tomorrow.
So field guide, and then I also got you all
that's the best one.
A Birder's Life List, the Sibley Birder's Life List.
Which is also waterproof, which is nice. I actually left it out in a thunderstorm. Still here. It's mine.
This is actually ours. So these two things, and then binoculars.
Yep.
And I made the mistake of buying children's binoculars
when
we were children. And apparently they don't want you to actually
they don't magnify
see
anything.
through them. I think kids are idiots. I don't know. Like you're gonna just go, it's good enough. So buy real binoculars for children. Buy real materials for children. Do not buy kids garbage.
Yeah.
They deserve good equipment.
Ultimately, you want to buy Swarovski, but it's kind of expensive.
No, we do not have
And
that.
I didn't start birding until around 3 years ago when we moved here, because when you were birding, I kind of followed you around, didn't know exactly what you were doing. I didn't understand it as much. And I actually was kind of a cheater. I just wanted to get new birds. I didn't understand the point of it. But once we moved here, I really started birding when we got all updated new books. And I enjoy it so much. And
now you're
like
like the main, I would say you're the head birder.
Yeah.
You are the subject matter expert.
It's like a treasure hunt that you just try to find these flying creatures in trees, and it's really enjoyable.
We don't do this, but if there's any small children, I guess people play this game. There's this game called Pokemon Go where everybody's like, this is what it's like. But I don't know, so that's just taking someone else's reference. I have no idea.
The other thing we do is join our local bird group.
Yes.
So we joined one in Texas, and we did not know that when we started birding, we were in a premier spot for birds.
Yeah.
We had no idea.
Texas is like the top.
Yeah.
And Arizona is pretty high too.
Yeah, so that was a gift to be there. We actually were able to see the golden-cheeked warbler.
Yep.
Because it is an endemic nester
Mm-hmm.
in the city of Austin.
Yeah, in the Edwards Plateau,
Okay.
which is like the area where Austin is.
Yeah.
And endemic means it's Kim 3. Endemic means I know our producer Eleanor, she's great, but just a heads up. Endemic means that it only lives in one area. Now the golden-cheeked warbler is an endemic nester, so it actually lives in Mexico and Texas, but it only nests in Texas. So it only lays eggs and has a nest in Texas, and it's an endemic nester. But it does live in
Yeah, well, like winter in Mexico.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so we joined a group there. Now we're here in Tennessee. We've joined our local birding group here.
Yep.
And community birding is probably our favorite way
so enjoyable.
to go birding.
It's really enjoyable. Yeah, because when you have a lot of people, there's also when you have a guide who knows, like you've led a bunch, and just having a guide helps, especially when you're beginning, because a lot of beginner birders go on field trips.
Yeah. Because like if a beginner birder went birding, it is harder. They're like, oh, I don't know what that is. But then with a guide, it's way easier because they're like, this is exactly what it is. And the more people that are birding, it's easier to find a higher list and more species because there's
There's a lot of eyes.
looking.
Yeah, and so I think there's groups everywhere, like all around the world. It's just that I think Audubon is only in North America or the United States.
Yeah.
And we've joined an Audubon group, and we had one in Texas. And we actually joined one in New Mexico, and they still send me emails every day.
You haven't made a meeting lately. All right.
Yeah. So I also wanted to talk about some news, which is it's relatively news, but the last update was in December. It's still a thing though, and so that's why it's relevant news. The news is that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, I have this printed out. This is from their website. So the story behind it is that there's a bird called the barred owl. We don't have a photo or we'd show you, but there's this barred owl, and it mostly lives and nests in eastern United States. And then there is the spotted owl, which is critically endangered, and there's only like 1,000 pairs or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're in California, Oregon, and Washington, mostly. And the barred owl has started to in like the last 100 years, been
Slowly.
recently, been going to where the spotted owl is, and then nesting and competing for food and resources. And in competing with the spotted owl, they've been displacing them, and some of them have like disappeared, and then they found bits of spotted owl in barred owl droppings. It's like they may be eating them as well, and then they're hybridizing, so it's like watering down the species. Mm-hmm. So what the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service have decided to do is kill 500,000 barred owls in order to help the spotted owl. So I don't know a ton about this, so I can't really have a fully formed opinion. But it definitely, the thing that I was, that really stuck out to me was that the reason they're taking it this way is because, first of all, the spotted owl is kind of going extinct, so they want to protect that species. Also, there is a theory that the barred owl has been able to come across because of settlers planting trees and stopping fires, and so it's made this pathway from one end of the United States to the other end of the United States. But it's only a theory because there's nothing really substantial to prove it. So then they're just going in anyway and kind of intervening. So some people are not sure whether or not they should intervene. But then you also have the spotted owl going extinct.
Yeah, because you don't want
so it's hard.
birds to go extinct.
Yeah, but then also killing any animal is like hard.
Conservancy is probably our heart for land, animals, particularly birds. So obviously we wouldn't want any bird to go extinct.
No.
It does feel harsh that the barred owl is so adaptable and it's getting punished.
I know. It's like
it's able to adapt to habitats, feed, breeding, and it's thriving.
I know. It's like this strong.
But you want to protect any bird that's heading out to extinction.
And especially
picky.
owls are so.
But woe to the person who has to cull the owl.
I know.
I would not want to be part
Hopefully
of that.
Hopefully this is correct when they say that they are going to have professionals do it, and that it's going to be spread out over a 30-year period. It's not going to go out tomorrow and kill 500,000 birds. Mm-hmm. It's going to be spread out. But still, they look really identical.
Yeah,
Number
very
one,
similar.
Very identical. Except for that one can breathe oxygen and find food for itself, whereas the other one needs a special bed and is going to die out soon. Spotted owl's so picky.
And it's hard because birds do get.
It maybe should just learn how to adapt.
Oh gosh.
But it's also like if we can help it not go extinct. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I did read is that there are, I think, millions of barred owls.
There are quite a lot of barred owls.
So there are a lot of barred owls, and so killing 500,000 isn't going to affect them terribly much.
Yeah.
I think they prefer the use of the word culling to killing.
Not murdering.
Sounds less harsh.
They're going to murder 500,000 barred owls.
Sounds less harsh. And
Well, I know, but it's like they are.
particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
does
I
culling.
don't want to be on that team, but I do want to protect the spotted owl.
No, and I did write that down. I should have said culling, but it does feel like murder to me.
And on that note,
If it was dogs, people probably have a different opinion.
I've been close up to an owl, and
I know.
I would avert my eyes if it was looking at me.
I know. So it's kind of hard, but they're also not doing it in. I'm trying to.
They're not hunting. They're not hunting.
I think it's stupid, but I'm also trying to like.
If
It's
that's
stupid
what
either
needs to
way.
happen, yeah.
But I'm trying to like think. All right, well they are doing it to save another owl, and the other is not going to go extinct.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know which one I would choose.
Because yeah,
It's
you don't
hard
know
both ways.
You don't know if they can just move all the barred owls back,
Yeah.
because there also are quite a lot.
And they've
coming.
done research, so that it's not just like a big. That was like one day they're going to go out.
Yeah.
They have done research. It's just hard, either way, because you don't want the spotted owl to go extinct. You don't want to murder a bunch of other a bunch of other
Hold on, sure.
birds. So it's kind of
Very
very interesting,
nuanced.
very nuanced. But that's pretty much the sum of that topic. The next thing that we're going to do is an interactive segment where you, the audience, get to interact. So get your, I guess you can, if you have a whatever, if you can get in the chat now, and if you're watching this later, still comment. And we'll try to, I personally, that's me who replies, I personally tried to get back to everybody who comments. So if you do comment, I will get back to you. The producer telling me I'm supposed to look at this camera. Hi, camera 3. I will try to get back to you. But here is what we're going to do. Eleanor, put up the first slide and tell me when you've got that up. It's up. We're up. All right. So what you can see in front of you, viewers, is a bird. This is actually the same bird, but I have a photo of it flying and a photo of it sitting so that you can see both angles. Then you have 4 options. If you don't have the gift of sight, you have 4 options, A, B, C, and D. And your job is to put what bird you think you're seeing out of those 4 options in the comment section. And then once our producer Eleanor takes away the slide,
I will tell you the correct
you can take it
answer.
away now. Let us know if anybody has commented what bird they think it was, and if they need it up again.
All right, Performance Power Rushing has said C. Walter Stewart has said A. Will Duke has said C.
Can you tell me what the
who
names
was the
are?
first to get it right?
Yeah, we just wanted the first to get it right. I'm sorry about the other ones.
Anderson.
The first one was Anderson?
Anderson?
Anderson Barnes has gotten it correctly. What did he guess?
He guessed Red-tailed hawk.
Red-tailed hawk, and
And
it
the
is the
correct
red-tailed hawk.
answer is red-tailed hawk.
Congratulations, Anderson Barnes. All right.
And there is a way to identify it, though. You would think in the name, red-tailed hawk, there is a red tail with it. A lot of the times, I don't look for the red tail because a lot of adults and juveniles don't have the red tail. So what I actually look for is this speckled, streaked belly band across their white belly. So they have this like belly band, and that's what I look for because a lot of other hawks have a lot of streaks, but there's just this streaking right here. And you obviously can look for
The red tail.
red tail.
But there aren't like some of them. It's
Some
not
of
as
them,
easy to see.
yeah.
Also, interesting fact about the red-tailed hawk is that in movies, some of you probably already know this, but in movies, whenever you're like in a desert scene and you hear the eagle flying over, it's actually not an eagle. It is a red-tailed hawk that you're hearing because an eagle actually sounds like
Yeah, it's like little.
it's like really high-pitched and cheepy.
Yeah.
So whenever you're watching a film and you hear that sound, that's a red-tailed hawk, even though they will pretend it's an eagle.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting fact about the red-tailed hawk. All right, next slide. All right, once again, I'm not going to have to explain it, but Eleanor, just have it up there for 20 seconds. And we will wait for you all.
Talking.
Well, I know we can keep talking, but people need to think.
I do think movies need more bird experts
I know.
to consult with.
There should be more quality bird films. Like The Big Year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If anybody from The Big Year is watching, we'd love to have you on.
Greg
Greg,
Miller.
Greg Mueller? Oh, yeah.
because he was the bird
All right.
expert for it.
Eleanor, can you please tell me the first person who got it right?
The first person who got it right is Will Duke.
Will Duke. Congratulations. What did you say it was?
He said it was B, which is the downy woodpecker.
Correct. It was the downy
Correct.
woodpecker.
It was the downy woodpecker. Yeah.
Ari?
So the
Also, wait, big round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Big applaud. Will Duke.
The downy woodpecker was the correct answer, and probably the closest species in that section was also the hairy woodpecker. So they look very, very similar. But the three main differences that I always look for is they have this really stubby bill. Downy woodpeckers have a really stubby bill compared to the hairy woodpecker, which has like a bill the size of their head. But the downy woodpecker has just the smallest little bill, and they also have a smaller body overall, and they're very thin and skinny and super small. And then also one thing, if you're still not sure after looking at the bill and the size, downy woodpeckers have dots on their outer tail feathers, and hairy woodpeckers do not. So those are the things I look for when I see a woodpecker that looks like that.
Yeah, because a lot of people will say, well, the hairy woodpecker's bigger, but
I know it is also
unless
hard.
you have a photo like the one that we just showed, which is a real photo, you're not usually going to see them that close to each other.
You can see the size is very
You can see it's
different.
distinct, but if you're like...
If you're out in the field and you just see one from far, it doesn't look very different. They all look the same size.
So that's that one. All right, next slide. Got it up? All righty. What are I forget which order I put them in. What is A, B, C, and D?
All right, A is Carolina.
A is a Carolina wren, or Carolina, what is it? It's Carolina chickadee. Forgot.
Black cap.
B is a black cap
C
chickadee.
is tufted titmouse.
Tufted
and D
titmouse.
is mountain chickadee.
And mountain chickadee. All right. I couldn't remember which order I put them in.
All right, I'm gonna take it down.
All right. And then you're gonna have to check because I don't even know the answer to this one. I can't see the slide. I would know.
It's so sorry guys. I have to 1 second.
It's on a scene. It's on overlay.
I know.
Find out the answer and then tell us who got it right.
Yes, all right, the answer is B, and the first person to get it was Anderson.
Anderson Barnes,
Anderson
congratulations again.
Again.
Guess we all want to go
Pro
birding with
birder.
Anderson.
Correctly answered black cap.
It was a black cap
Black-cap
chickadee.
And again, the closest species on the four names was the Carolina chickadee. They look so similar. I don't know how they're a separate species. But they, as you have said in a previous video, their range is also very similar. So,
Which you can check out on our channel.
Did we put both of those as options?
yeah.
Yes. That's the hardest one, so
How could you even tell then if we don't know what range it's in?
I know Anderson's a pro.
Well,
Anderson's
so
apparently a pro.
I'll tell you.
That's really good. That was a hard one.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm detecting this range based on the markers of this photograph.
But the markers on the actual bird is they have more distinct white feather edges. That's about it.
That is about it. The
And
other
then
thing
the
is
range.
that, well, their call
Oh yeah.
is faster and higher, but then again, these things are comparisons. They're not actually...
And so you can't go, oh, I can hear both of them call.
So yeah, the best way to identify this bird is where you live. So if you are southeast, you're probably going to see the Carolina chickadee. And if you're northwest, you're going to see the black-cap chickadee. But there is a range from New Jersey west to Kansas. I'm doing this my way, so for you guys, it's New Jersey west to Kansas. And that is where they overlap and hybridize. And hybridizing means that they mate with each other.
Just like the spotted owl.
Like the spotted owl and the barred owl, and make a hybrid species. So they're neither.
Yeah, so then you can't tell at all. You can't even count it.
We had someone on TikTok say that they live in that area and now are questioning every bird they've seen.
Oh my gosh. And the call is the same.
The call is pretty much the same.
Pretty much similar. It's just a little.
If you haven't seen our video, check it out on our channel. But the call is obviously chickadee, or chickadee, and one of the fun things about the call is that they will add more Ds depending on how dangerous the predator is.
Yeah, so
more Ds
for a really agile,
like pygmy
little owl.
Yeah, that would eat them easier.
Cooper's hawk.
So that's it's apparently one of the most advanced alarm systems in any bird because they have specific, they have grammar. This is actually a great thing to point out. I'm not going to go deep into this, but someone, I forget where, but not in America, found out through some kind of data analysis and through watching the birds that birds have they have a grammar and a language that they speak, and
Instead of
just
breeding,
noises,
attracting a mate and then just over
Mm-hmm.
here and there's a predator. They have individual calls for
Potts
different.
is Japanese.
he was Japanese. Do you know his name? Fall Potts? If we don't, that's okay. Just tell us if we know his name. But yeah, they had these specific calls for different predators, and he recorded the calls and then he played them backwards, and they didn't reply to any of them because they had to be said the specific way.
Yeah, there were
because it's an
two
actual
calls for
word.
a snake, and then if you flip them around, it's I don't care.
They
He
don't
must
care.
be a child from the 80s. That's what they did with all this recordings back then.
It was this year, I think.
Yeah.
But he's from
And
the
the
80s. But I'm
bird
saying
he's-
it's brand new.
He's like, I know what I'll do with this tune backwards.
Well, the bird he's doing the research on is also the great tit, so it's in Japan.
It's in Japan. But aren't they similar? Aren't tits and chickadees
Yeah, they're in the
similar?
same
They're in the
family.
same family, yeah. They're just, we don't have actual tits here, we have tit mice.
Suzuki.
Say that again?
Toshita Suzuki.
Toshita Suzuki.
Suzuki.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's probably how you pronounce it. That's the American version. I just did. On live television. But we don't have tits here, we have tit mice.
Yeah.
There's European tit, blue tit. These they're really pretty.
Yeah.
And they're in Europe. But that pretty much wraps it up. One thing I wanted to say is that I've had a couple questions and people showing me that when they hit the special button on our channel that does a special thing. I'm not ever gonna say it because it's cliche, but you know what it is. When you hit that button, if you want to be notified when we come out with a video, or because we're gonna do more of these live shows, if you want to be notified when one of these comes out, you have to hit a specific bell. So there's 3 different bells when you hit the special button. There's 3 different bells. There's one with, let's imagine my head's the bell. There's one with a line through it and you get no notifications. Then there's just a bell and you only get personalized notifications. So you only get notified if we reply to one of your comments. That's what I've noticed most people hit, and you will not be notified if we come out with a video. If you want to be notified when we come out with a video, you have to hit the one with the 2 lines. Like this. You get all notifications, and then you'll be notified. Now, we're not going to tell you to do that, but if you're interested in being notified. Anyways, on that note, it is time to end. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Good night.